What's up, everyone? Today's Bible passage is Exodus 20, verse 12, and also a verse from Deuteronomy that is parallel to that. And it is the fourth or the fifth commandment, depending on how you number them. And yes, different denominations number them differently. You might ask, well, why don't they just number them the way the Bible does? The Bible doesn't number them. So anyways, the fourth or the fifth commandment, honor your father and mother so that it may go well with you. This is a commandment with a promise. And I really believe that this commandment was around a long time before Moses and the Ten Commandments. It seems to me distilled wisdom of the ages coming down through centuries, if not thousands of years, and finally encoded into the Ten Commandments. You see, things aren't just true because they're in the Bible. They're often in the Bible because they've been true for a long time before the Bible was ever written. And the truth is, honoring our parents is good for us as kids in general. Why is that? Well, if we are blessed to have a male and a female parent, and parents with two different personalities, two different operating systems, probably incompatible with each other like most marriages, we have to learn how to negotiate that as children. It gives us amazing social skills. When we're born into this world, our mother and our father have all the authority, and we have none as babies. They tell us what to wear, they dress us, they feed us, and away it goes. They give us our name. We don't even get to pick our name, for goodness sake. And so we get thrown into this situation where gradually over time, by taking on responsibilities as we get older, we're granted more authority and more autonomy, and eventually we become adults. And it's during that process that we learn to negotiate with authority. And the truth is, authority will always be with us. There will always be people in charge of resources. Bosses, government officials, those kinds of folks, teachers, coaches, they will have authority over us. And we need to learn how to get along with authority. And so therefore, growing up is like a school of real life. We get to learn how to deal with parents who don't always agree on everything. And we have to learn how to balance that. How do we negotiate that? How do we maintain a decent relationship with them by continuing to honor them even if they're not perfect? And our parents aren't perfect. But neither will the authorities in life. Government's not perfect. Your coaches won't be perfect. Your bosses, for goodness sake, won't be perfect. And we have to learn to deal with that without getting into a constant antagonistic relationship with authority. Because authority controls the purse strings of the world. They control the resources, and if we want access to those resources to do the kinds of things we need to do, we need to learn to get along with authority. And so this is a fantastic commandment. We want to create a situation where children, a culture where children honor their parents. Whenever I see kids mouthing off against their parents, I say something, even if I'm not their parents. I say, listen, that's not how you talk to your father. That's not how you talk to your mother. Don't do that. And I think it's very important that we step in and do those things to maintain a culture of honor. Now, do we always have to do exactly what our parents say? Absolutely not. For one thing, your mom and dad will differ on what they want us to do. We have to negotiate that, but parents aren't perfect. And we need to understand that there are times where we need boundaries growing up. If our parents are violent felons, then we need to learn to know where to draw the line and say no. That's a part of life too. So honoring our parents, honoring our father and mother, folks, this is a great promise. And it allows us to thrive in life later on. So let's continue to cultivate a culture of children honoring their parents. Why? Because we love the children and we want them to do well. That's the good news for today. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.